Ladies and gentlemen, I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord Nuthor 7. The T. I'm wishing you all a very happy 4th of July, but I'm also warning you, it's going to be lit. It is going to be a wild 4th of July, with all the gas giants on the same side. The sun doing what the sun does, which since 2012, in my opinion, has been a whole lot of WTF. Like there's a giant blossom onion on the sun in the middle. And we've been getting hit by a steady stream of solar wind pretty much all year. I mean, it's been on and off, but my guesstimation is that we've been getting hit by probably 40% more solar wind than normal, which goes into the core, makes the planet grow, causes more earthquakes and volcanoes. The solar system is a very complicated process. So we've had a lot of earthquakes. What seems like even in the last few hours. We just had a major earthquake, a 6.2 off of Bella Bella, Canada. And when I started my Pacific Northwest USA and Canada earthquake and volcano watch on May 22nd, this is the stuff I said we would start to see in this region. And so the whole ring is lit. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Okay, and it is 4th of July, so I'm going to be coming to you all day if I can. And I'd like you to party, even in these hectic circumstances of life and death. 2019 is a cliffhanger. It's a good time to celebrate. It reminds you to appreciate what you have. And I'm grateful for everyone. And that information was quickly brought to me by Alerta Roja. I think that means red alert. It's best for people to let all the bad shit go. What are some good papers that explore how social contracts and norms are formed in various online communities? And all this shit we're seeing is adaptable, but you have to adapt to it. Serenity Birth over here talking about a giant heat dome over Alaska is set to threaten all-time temperature records. And in 2017, the Alaskan volcanoes, one of them is named Cleveland, which is ironic, was going off, erupting a lot. These are wild and crazy days. Remember, we are all in this together. And Billy the Dragon, happy 4th of July 2019. Remember to leave milk and cookies out for Captain America tonight. And I'd like to thank everyone out there, past and now, who's done what they can to keep the dream and freedom alive. The people who have love and kindness and goodness in their hearts. Yeah, so the plan now, if you guys help me save Thor News, and thanks to Hanks, I'm now down to, I only need $350 to make the rent goal for July to save Thor News. You can send me snail mail here, and my PayPal link will be in the box. Every little bit helps. I appreciate you, and I'm on the wall doing what I can to bring you guys the best information possible. And so what my plan is, I'm going to do I'm going to cut a bunch of videos together for, on Saturday, the best of astrology, because there's good information in astrology. And then of the space and earth weather community, there's a lot of good information out there. And I am one of the best editors on the planet. It's not ego, that's just honesty. And so the plan is, if things settle down, I'm going to cut together those weekly series where I can put us all together, and we'll be working as a team, even though separated, and we don't necessarily have to agree on everything. But the majority of us agree that things are changing. We just have different reasons on believing why it's changing. And this is America. We're free to disagree. And so I think all of those of us who have a good place in our hearts to get to a better place can figure out how to work together. Anyway, this is from Ben, Suspicious Observers. Him and Dutch are the best tandem in earthquake information, including prediction, I know of out there. This was Ben's chart earlier. It looks like if we check back, he hit all of his marks. And then, but like, we're watching a lot of things pop off. And so it's going to be quaky and shaky. And then Dutch Sense was also semi-expert or expert, super expert at one of the best in the business of the two guys. There's only two I know. saying Mauna Loa yellow alert level. And this shouldn't be no surprise to us because we got a hurricane headed there. I can hear fireworks. And Twitter's a great place for people who like to go and complain about fireworks, man. If you like to go and complain about the sound of fireworks, go right ahead. And if you're a dog, I'll give you an extra pass. Yeah, so we got the major gas giants on the same side, and Saturn and Jupiter giant compared to Earth. And it's causing everything to kind of reload, rebuild, and get highly energetic. And like I said, the sun is acting pretty crazy. And so let me get to one of the things. So what are you doing for 4th of July? All right, I'll be in the spirit. Everybody should be in a good spirit, though. I'm going to open the comments section up for, I guess, now, for this one, for sure. It's just the eclipse energy. Like, I'm still reeling from it. I'm a full believer in eclipse energy, man. Like, that was some crazy shit, man. Like, I still feel like I have jet lag and a hangover. I didn't drink, and I had like a hangover, and hit by a hammer, and 2019, it is no joking matter. So yeah, and this with my theory of the gas giants being on the same side, this is going to increase this unbalance and instability, and our planet is going to increase for the next 6 years. Then it should start to slow down, and we should return back to normal. Asterisk, because it's a whole star field, and it seems like we have a lot of interstellar medium coming through. Shout out to Ellie. And so we got a lot of situations that we need to figure out and deal with. But as we have Hurricane Barbara headed towards Hawaii, and then so you have, if Mauna Loa is on a yellow alert, then it's definitely, things are getting interesting. And what is this and where is it going? Hopefully not a lot of that ends up in California or the West Coast. But who knows, man? But it looks like there's some crazy shit going down all around. And this was a preliminary estimated 6.2 earthquake in the depth of 10 kilometers, Queen Charlotte Islands region. This is Asteroid Fight Club member, Gold Star member Dakota Smith, swapping black and white, looking at the eye of Barbara. If you stare at the eye of Barbara, sometimes she'll stare back. That is pretty cool looking. Well, it looks spooky, man. We kind of have a rule that if it makes a skeleton face in a hurricane, then it's going to do some damage. I don't know if this one counts. You'll have to judge that at home. An extreme exhibit voice. Yo, I hear you like spinning. So we put a vortex in your vortex so you can spin while you spin. Man, that joke had a lot of potential. I hope I didn't mess it up. Yo, we heard you like spinning. So we put a vortex in your vortex so you could spin in your spinning. Damn, I screwed up a joke twice. I'm definitely not going to make it. Remember, you got Mercury going retrograde, Saturn, and the Saturn opposition against the sun on the 9th. It's going to get weirder, man. But happy 4th of July, everyone. What we got? In China, just had a 5.6 magnitude about an hour ago. My thing is 2 hours off for some reason. Mikey P could have some big repercussions down the coast. And I agree, like, it's popping off. Thank you for the heads up, Mike. At the gates of dawn. Prayers to everybody on the West Coast. Magma whack-a-mole. Yeah, it feels like this. Why doesn't Thor ever get romance? Why is he always going to be fighting demons and shit? Major destructive tornado in Thailand, China yesterday. Where I'm looking for one more. There was a... Wolverine's my favorite superhero of all time, by the way. If you needed to know, where are we at? And arguing with people in the comments section is like, can we agree to disagree? Especially like, it's definitely 4th of July truth. Look at those gravity waves. I pointed that out earlier. Anyway, there was and then you get, this was the person on the internet. A major hurricane can't hit the northeast coast. Mother Nature, hold my beer. Okay, I guess I'll have to look it up manually, but There was one in Greece. I think it was like a 4.5. So the Parthenon was shaken. Shout out to Quietest Revolution for pegging the Ulysses vibe of what is going on in the world. Weird. It doesn't show up here, but it said there was a 4.5 in Greece a little while ago. Unless they moved Greece down here or some shit. Afghanistan 5.2. You got 5 in China. And the 3.5 that hit Italy the other day had the whole place shaking. 6.2 in Canada. That's a pretty big earthquake. And remember, we had, what was the major earthquake? I forget. It was an 8. It was huge. It was up here. It was a 7. I don't remember. Anyway, so the whole planet is a rocking. So don't come a knocking. That probably means be cool. And let's try and celebrate the things that we love for 4th of July. But yeah, I would keep an eye out on weather conditions because it's starting to heat up and it's starting to get a bit wild and a bit crazy. I'd like to remind everybody again, I got a good feeling my hurricane predictions for northeast coast coming up the Africa coast as a wave will hit the northeast coast probably in the middle of September. There's a small chance it could curve out, but we will see. And then the one coming out of the Gulf for Florida are in the middle of October. So we are in hurricane season. We have a major category 4 hurricane bearing down on Hawaii. We got some giant robot arm with a strange snake eye down here and then this robot arm up here. Weird patterns forming as earthquakes are popping off like firecrackers. And it's a total thorn in his cliffhanger. Will I survive the month? Hopefully. And if you'd like to support me, I appreciate it. If not, hey, I'm just glad you listened and picked up this good information. But I'm going to ask you to stay cool. Say a prayer for the planet, the people, and the earth. Because I appreciate all those out there who are doing what they can to protect the planet, the people, and the earth. I vow to protect the planet, the people, and the earth. We are all in this together. God bless everyone. The force be with you always. Let's live long and prosper together. Peace out.